Hi guys, it's Claire, back with another card making video for you. Today I'm going to be playing with one of the new fairies from Mo Manning. They're the fairy girls that she's just brought out. They were released, I think it was a set of 6 for $10 or $12, I think it was. They're brand new, they've only been out a few days. So I've bought them, downloaded them and obviously printed them out. I've actually only printed 2 at the moment, this one and let me grab the other one. And this one here. They're both really sweet, but I'm going to be colouring this one today and making my card with that one. It's going to be a large 8x8 card, and the background paper I'll use will be this Echo Park paper from the Dots and Stripes collection. It's quite an old paper, it's been in my collection for quite a while. But we'll come back to that a bit later. I'm going to colour this with my Copics, which I'll speed you up through that part and then slow down again at the end when I'm actually assembling the card. Okay, sit back and enjoy. Okay, I finished with my colouring. It turned out okay. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it's okay. I did struggle. I don't have the best selection of yellows at the moment, so I'm struggling with yellows. But overall, I think they look okay, and it looks pretty. I like the way the little tutu came out. So let's start making our card. I'm going to cut this out with this square die that I've got. But as you can see, this is a little bit small for the flowers there, so what we need to do is obviously not die cut those flowers. I don't know if any of you have done this before. It's quite easy, but we'll put the die in position where we want it, make a mark just so we know where to put it, and then we're going to make little pencil marks here. And then we're going to go in with some scissors from here, cut around the top of those petals so that they can sit outside the die. When we run it through the machine, we'll have those petals sitting over the die so they don't cut. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I cut down from the top, round the edge of the petals there. So now when we put our die back in position, which we know where the position is because we've got our pencil marks on there, these petals sit over the top of the cutting die, so obviously it's not going to cut that bit out. Okay, so I'll just go and run that through my machine. Okay, so that's back from through the Big Shot machine. So as you can see, it's cut a perfect square, but not cut those petals because they were tucked behind the die. Sorry, tucked on top of the die, so the die could cut around but not through them. Okay, now I want to mount this on this die that I've got. I've got a large scallop die, so I want to cut that out and obviously be sticking that in the middle. While I'm at the machine, I'm also going to cut out these leaf die. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use those yet. My idea is to have sort of that scallop around the edge and then some leaves, I think, and flowers in the corner, but I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'll cut them out as I'm there anyway. Okay, so I've cut my scalloped square out. We want to go and stick this on top of here. I do want it raised. I don't want that flat stuck. I want that raised on there. And as you know, I always use a piece of chipboard. I've actually got a big piece today from packaging. So I'm just going to cut a square out of that. It needs to be about 11.5 by 11.5. Okay, so that's my square for on the back of there. And I also will want this raised on the card, so while I'm cutting, I'll just cut another one on the back of there as well. So let's assemble that bit. Bought myself a brand new Scotch gun, so it actually feels a bit different than the last one. It takes a while to get used to new tools, doesn't it? Okay, so we're going to stick that on there. There we go. And then on the back we'll pop the other bit of chipboard. That's ready to be popped on our card. It's so pretty. Okay, now our card, as I said to you, is a 8x8 blank card. I'm going to cut down my piece of dotty paper just to fit on there. Okay, so we've got that cut to size ready to go on. should say, by the way, just as I'm making this, I'm certainly not an expert in colouring. I hope you've guessed that. I don't want you watching my videos thinking, oh, that's the right way to do it, because it's definitely not. It's just my way of doing it. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to be better at my Copic colouring. I've been on a course and I've watched a hell of a lot of YouTube videos to try and learn how to do it. But, you know, as I'm not showing you thinking that my way is, you know, the way you should be doing it. It's just the way that I do things at the moment. Okay, I've used the Stampin' Up Pansy Punch to punch out some white flowers. And I also cut my leaves that you saw earlier. I cut a bunch of those. And I don't know if to have just one little cluster, or if to build it up a bit and have two. Yeah, I think I'll go with 4 lots of leaves, and then maybe a double layer flower if we ball tool it and give it a bit of shape. Let's get the ball tool. That's much better. It gives it so much more shape when you ball tool it. I hate ball tooling, I must admit. It's something I just don't like doing. I love colouring, I love cutting out, fussy cutting, but ball tooling is just something I really don't like doing. But it has to be done, it does make a difference. Yeah, so I think we'll double that up. Yeah. Using my Tombow Mono Multi. I want these to go just off there, I think. And I'm not putting the sentiment on this card again. I think I said to you last time when we made a card together, I'm trying to keep a few more of mine blank, and then put a personalised sentiment on there if I need to. Obviously, if you're making it, you can add any sentiment you want. I just think it's a bit easier having some blank ones ready. Cutting these down a bit to make them slightly different lengths. Looks good, happy with that. And then I've got this packet of stick-on pearls, which has got a yellow pearl in there for the middle of my flower. It's not the best colour, but it'll do. I could go white, or I might actually do just a cluster of small white ones. Or do I put 1 yellow or 3 yellow? I think I might go white actually. I think we'll have a little cluster. You haven't stuck, have you? No. Puff that up a bit, wait for those leaves to dry completely and then I'll puff them up a little bit too. But that's about it. I am going to just inside stick a strip of paper. I've cut a piece ready to go, so from the same piece of 12 by 12, just cut out a strip so that I can pop a little bit in the bottom of there. And then as one last finishing touch, I've got the envelope for this card, and I'm actually going to stick on the inside of the envelope, I want to stick this, if it's big enough, I haven't checked, but yeah, that in there, so that when obviously the person pulls the card out, they've got matching dotty card and dotty inside of envelope. So to pop that in, it's actually a little bit tricky to do this. I've done it before. Don't over tape it. Don't try and get too much tape on there. Just a strip at the top and a strip halfway down. And carefully slide it in without it touching. And when you see that you're past the fold, pop it down. And that's it. So you've got your envelope, your card, and as I say, that matches, which is really nice. Okay, hope you like the card, hope you had fun making this with me. Such a gorgeous image, as always with the Mo Manning images, you can't go wrong, they're absolutely gorgeous. So you can find this one, as I said earlier, over at her shop. It's a new release, a set of 6 little girl fairies, which is momanning.com, I think. No, Mo's Digital Pencil, sorry, mosdigitalpencil.com. But you Google it, you'll find it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.